Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Cool Story Brobat here, bringing you my third narrated Wi-Fi battle. This is against my friend Shadthecrazed, aka Shad as he's known, and he said he's going to use the Sun Stall team. I said I was going to use a whatever team. You're going to see a few familiar faces from my past couple battles on here, but it's all good, don't worry. So he leads off with his Ninetales, I lead off with Broken Home. I'm predicting the Will-O-Wisp, so I switch out into Dr. Shemp, and Magic Bounce helps tremendously here. I go for the Calm Mind as he brings in his Crustle. Now, I just love Crustle. The thing's defenses are just so freaking enormous. It can just take hits all day if you get it right. So I Shadow Balls Crustle. He Ice Beams. It doesn't do much to me as I did to him. So I Calm Mind again, knowing he's going to switch out. And I go for Psychic on his Chansey, even though I know it could take that thing. I just want to see how much it would do. He Seismic Tosses my Dr. Shemp. I go for another Psychic, hoping I can get a special defense drop. But I don't get the drop. He goes for another Seismic Toss and puts me pretty much in near death range. Now I'm thinking I'm just gonna fodder off Dr. Shemp and that be it, but he decides to go for Soft Boil to keep it alive longer so he can come back and do more damage later. So I would draw Dr. Shemp thinking he's gonna Seismic Toss. He actually goes for another Soft Boil, bringing his Chansey back to full health and making my Dr. Shemp's work all go for nothing. So I send in Staraptor, I go for the Close Combat. He predicts that, sends in Sableye to eat it. I go for the Brave Bird and it does a massive chunk. He uses Foul Play with his Sableye, and as high as Staraptor's attack is, Foul Play does damage based on the enemy's attack. So that kills it. I send in Dr. Shemp, and then I go for Broken Home because I'm just messing with this dude's head now. He uses Recover, so I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking he's gonna go for the priority Will-O-Wisp on my Crustle, so I send back in Dr. Shemp so I can get the Magic Bounce. He doesn't use Will-O-Wisp, but he does use Taunts, and he pretty much taunts his own Sableye. So I send in Gurdurr, knowing he's gonna switch out. I go for the Bulk Up after he Brave Birds me, and it actually did a nice amount of damage for him. I'm kind of shocked actually. So I go for the Bulk Up, trying to get my defenses up because I need to hit that Skarmory as hard as I can. And so I go straight for the Drain Punch. Now what shocks me is the fact that it outsped. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? Then I'm like, oh yeah, he's using Roar. But I got the critical, I got a good amount of HP back. He doesn't go for Roar, he goes for Whirlwind. Same difference. And it pulls out my favorite Pokemon of all time, Sandslash. No, I'm not being sarcastic, this actually is. But it's Choice Scarf, and there's nothing I can really do other than spam Stone Edge because Skarmory is like has amazing resistances to a lot of types. So I just sit here spamming Stone Edge, and I'm not trying to like switch in on any hazards or anything by mistake. So I'm thinking he's not going to kill me with Brave Bird. He can't. He's probably going to try to set up with a hazard. So I pull in Dr. Shemp, and pretty much I predicted the spikes pretty nicely. So he has spikes on his own field. I know he's going to try to Brave Bird my Espeon just to finish it off. And I'm like, what you think this is? So I pull Sandslash back. I pull Dr. Shemp back and send out Gucci Mane. You know, my main net trick. Gucci Mane's pretty awesome overall in everything except rapping. Don't make it rap. Alright, so he Brave Birds my main net trick. And pretty much he knows he has to switch out here. I decided to go for a Flamethrower instead of Thunderbolt, just to be inconvenient. Because, you know, Flamethrower in the sun, from a main trick, you might not expect that as quickly. But I decided to go for a Flamethrower. It actually gets the burn hacks on Chansey, and I'm actually pretty grateful for that. So he Toxics my Gucci Mane, and he's getting hurt by the burn. I'm spamming Thunderbolt, praying that I either get a crit or I kill it. He goes for a Soft Boiled. I'm like, crap, I can't sit here. So what do? What do I do? Sending Gurdurr again, duh. He Seismic Tosses my Gurdurr, that does a nice amount of damage. I know he's not going to stay in, so I go for a Bulk Up on the switch out. He goes for his Crustle, and I'm thinking he's running the dual screen set, and he doesn't have a Psychic move, and pretty much that's what he does. He uses Reflect here, and he's that Stone Edge like I tossed a pebble at him or something. You know, tossing huge rocks here. So he Ice Beams my Gurdurr. I'm just spamming Bulk Up repeatedly now. And yeah, I forget, I didn't see what move that was, but Gurdurr dodged it just barely. So he decides to withdraw his Crustle before I get too many Bulk Ups in. And I get another win anyway, just cuz. So he tries to Foul Play my Gurdurr. And I use Stone Edge. And thanks to Reflect, it just barely takes that. So he tries to taunt thing, I'm gonna bulk up again. I'm like, nah, bro. I use Stone Edge again, but I miss. And he tries to foul play. Now, foul play should kill me based on how much attack I have, right? Well, the thing was that foul play actually does damage based on the user's attack, the foe's attack, but it ignores stat boosts. That and Gurdurr had a ton of defense from bulk up, so it resisted that. Alright, so he brings on a Skarmory. I ring out main that trick. He pulls back Skarmory, predicting another flamethrower again, but I never do the same thing twice like that. So I decided to just Thunderbolt this time. And seeing he has a Ninetales, I figured I could just paralyze it just cause I need to cripple it later on maybe. I mean, it won't make much of a substantial difference, but I just wanted to do it anyway. Ninetales is somewhat bulky. So I send in Sand Slash. I know he's going to switch out predicting Earthquake, so I just go straight for the Stone Edge again. And pretty much this gets kind of interesting here as I switch it out knowing he's going to do the Spikes thing again as before, knowing he can't kill it in one hit with Brave Bird, so he can just set up. And I'm like, now you got 2 layers of Spikes on your own side. And pretty much he Brave Birds my Sand Slash, trying to kill my Espeon, just like before. And I'm like, alright, you know what? I'm locked in the Choice Scarf here. Even if I get a critical Stone Edge, isn't going to kill this thing. So I'm like, no, just kill my Sand Slash, bro. Just knock off my favorite Pokemon. She'll take one for the team. So yeah, pretty much it's a Brave Bird contest. He's just sitting there spamming Brave Bird. I'm spamming Stone Edge. As you can see, he has the upper hand here at the moment. But now, so I decided to go in for Broken Home. You know, it's time to do some late game cleanup. I go for the Shell Smash, you know. And has it ever occurred to you that, you know, Crustle is sort of like an inferior Excadrill in a way? Because, I mean, both of them boost their speed by 2. I mean, Crustle just doesn't need weather dependency. And anyway, he Whirlwinds my Crustle, and he Brave Birds my Espeon. I let him do that because I can't afford to let this thing take damage just yet. So I go for a Shell Smash again. He can't Whirlwind me because it's my last Pokemon left, so he just Brave Birds me. It hits pretty hard. But anyway, yeah, like, Crustle and Excadrill are sort of like my Excadrill and Crustle both have ground, rock, bug moves, and a move they use to set up. And not only do they have a move they use to set up, but they're also capable of sweeping like entire teams, as you're seeing here. So, you know, after a Shell Smash, this Crustle is pretty much a threat. You know, it takes out his Ninetales, it takes out his Tentacruel, get the 2-hit combo going on. You know, it took out a Skarmory with a single Rock Blast. And I X's her as Cresselia, you know, 4-hit combo in the making right here. And, you know, Wide Lens ensures that Rock Blast has like 99% accuracy pretty much. That's what I run on my Crustle. It's different, but I like it. So pretty much I take out his Nurse, and that's good game. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.